I think I'm fixed. Ah, there we go. Yep, we're fixed here. I think we're ready to roll. I'm getting some hellos. That's a good sign. Hi guys. Oh, this going live thing can get stressful sometimes. Evening guys. People coming in now. We've sorted it. We're up and running. We're rolling.
Right, Matt's back. We're all good. We're going.
We got there in the end. This live stuff and computers for me don't really don't work all the time. So we've actually gone through without many technical glitches actually, which is quite good for me. Normally I'm crashing all the time.
Yeah, it's been decent.
Been smooth, and not smooth like the time when you had to make the video.
No, not yet.
I'm sure that's coming. Hey, Darts Ref, you've come in to see how a smooth stream does. Boom, boom. 12 seconds later.
Well,
Only me could do that. Hi guys, joining us this evening. Welcome to the stream, day 4. It's going by pretty quick. I mean, it's 8 days, isn't it? So we're at the halfway point already, I believe now.
yeah.
Even though we're only just coming out the end of the first round today, which makes it feel a bit like we're not as far along as we are, but it rattles through from now, don't it? You know, second round will be
Yeah.
over tomorrow, and
That's the thing. Once the first round's over, that's half the game's done.
yeah, definitely. Just keep catching a bit of a glimpse on the Phil Taylor thing on the telly at the minute. I'm trying not to watch it, but I can't not. So it's distracting. Just like, how could one player be so good and dominate a sport for so long? It's insane.
Yeah, it's mad.
I did a video today about most match play appearances. Well, match play games, not appearances. So, you know, if one player played one tournament but played 4 matches, it counts as 4. So, and Phil Taylor, I think, was on 107. I've got the stats here. Phil Taylor's played 107 world match play games. Closest thing to him was James Wade on 51. 56 games difference between the first and the second place. Just
Yeah.
insane numbers, insane. So, what we'll do? Should we do some? Should we do our predictions? Start the night off the way
Yeah,
we've
let's do it.
done for the other nights. We'll have a chat, see what we think about the action, see what the rooms think. First game up is Nathan Aspinall, Dimitri Vandenberg. Where are you going with that one?
Going Nathan Aspinall. I think it'll be first to 10, isn't it? 10-6,
Yeah.
something like that. I think it'll be a good game. I don't think Aspinall will struggle too much. But yeah, I'm going Aspinall for that one.
See, I marked for Nathan Aspinall over in Milton Keynes,
Yeah.
and I noticed his darts was going in a bit funny, and I saw someone else agreed and said that it happened on the streaming board as well. They're standing in a little bit like really angled on the
Uh-huh.
darts. So it'll be interesting to see if he has this. I mean, he's always had a lift in his throw, but it'll be interesting. My chat box is just completely spamming the one. They're not even giving Dimitri a chance in this. Not one person yet has give Dimitri a shot. What about yours? Are we all Aspinall over in the Darts Ref chat box?
It's looking at the moment. Yeah. A couple of comments about are you excited to see Gary Anderson on your TV again?
And actually, it's funny you should say that because Terry has just put us a 2 in, and his super chat was rumours going around that you beat Gary Anderson with a 170. I just want to clear this up tonight at the start of the show, guys. Yes, I beat Gary Anderson with a 170 finish last week in this arena in Milton Keynes. So we've got that out of the way now, so we won't need to bring that up again, I don't think. Doesn't mean I'm not going to. I'm
No,
not,
no.
yeah.
I say.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to bring it up. It just means I don't need to. But yeah, I'll bring it up again. I'm getting a few 2s now. A few Dimitris coming in. But majority is for the Asp here. Game 2 is the start of the second round. So there's a slightly longer format. We're going first to 11 legs, which could mean we're in for a slightly longer night. Especially with some of the games being very close. Second game up is Michael Smith versus Mensa Suljovic. Mensa Suljovic, a guy I also beat last week in the Summer Series. Just to chuck it out there. Where do you see that one going? Is it the new slimline Michael Smith, or are we going Mensa Suljovic? In my chat, we'll go threes and fours.
Yeah, same in mine as well, guys. Who do you reckon? Three for Smith, four for Silovic?
Yeah, three for Smith, four for Suljovic. Where do you hang in your hat on that one, Jack?
Oh, chat saying Smith. I feel like I should say Michael Smith. I feel like he's the better player. But you just never know. You never know how he's going to deal with Mensah. He's not the coolest player. If Silovic starts slowing down a little bit, is that going to affect him? Don't know. I think Michael Smith, but he's going to have to play at a decent standard to win.
Fair shout. I think this game goes in blocks. You know, like we've seen where people win a block of three, then lose a block of three. I think we could see that tonight. I think Michael Smith is like up, and he has really big highs that will outdo Mensah's highs, but Mensah's going to
Yeah,
be steady all the way across. And I think when Michael drops below that line, Mensah will reel off 3-4 legs. I think Smith will reel off 3-4 legs. I think it's not going to be 1-1-1-1. I think they're going to go in blocks.
yeah, yeah. Should be good. Should be good. I'm looking forward to that.
Ewan, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the Edgar Nation. Got your plankton. Up next, game number 3. We have the two-time back-to-back world champion, the former world matchplay champion, the former Premier League champion, UK Open champion, amongst many other titles, one of the best 5 players that's ever lived, who coincidentally lost last Sunday to the primetime player who hit a 170 finish to beat him, Gary Anderson, versus James Wade, who on the night James Wade played, we did say, and we talked through that game quite a lot with Keegan Brown, and we said that he had a lot of technical defects, and we was predicting him going into the fives a lot and pulling darts, and it was happening. Do you see Gary potentially running away with this, or do you think James Wade might be able to fix those issues and make a game?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people, um, yeah, that's the point because I don't think people are really thinking about how Wade he played in his last game. I've had a lot of people already tonight say they think Wade's going to win that because Gary Anderson wasn't playing super amazing the other night, but then even did Wade. I think it's going to be a good game. I think the standard of the first round isn't going to be any reflection to what happens in this game. I don't think it's going to be similar at all. I think it's going to be a really good game, and I think Gary Anderson wins it.
Yeah. I'd have to agree on the fact of the Wade throw just wasn't right. There was a big arch in his back. There was a lift which is naturally going to pull him to the left. He was hitting a lot of fives. We was predicting fives when there was going to happen, and they came a lot. I think he's got to. I think he's fighting himself today, James Wade. I don't think he's playing Gary Anderson. I think he's playing himself. Game number 4. Michael Van Gerwen, Simon Whitlock. Whitlock, averages don't say he played well the other day, but when we was watching it at game 1 of the stream, and we were saying how well it looked like he was playing, despite the average not really reflecting that.
Yeah, yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, I feel like I have to go. Michael Van Gerwen would be silly to go against him, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of score we get on that one. Whether it's Michael Van Gerwen just turns it on because we've seen a few times that he's not great in the first round of the tournament, but he does enough to get through, and then all of a sudden he's insane.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, yeah, Michael Van Gerwen for me. I think Whitlock. I think for Whitlock to get close to him, he needs to have a good start, like a 4-1 lead at the first break for him to have a chance.
A couple of people in
Yeah,
my chat are actually going with quite a lot of people actually going with Whitlock. I know Whitlock after the game did an interview with the media sources and said he feels like he's back and he's playing the best darts that he has before. Do you think that's just him saying it, or do you think he genuinely feels right now that he's actually playing better than when he made the World Championship final, for example?
Hmm. Yeah. See, I wouldn't go that far. I'd say in recent memory, if that's how he's feeling, I'd probably agree with it. Like you said, the statistics didn't back up how well he looked to have been playing in that first game. But he did look good. He did look good. So maybe if he's got someone who's going to push him a lot harder, force him to hit 12 darters when he needs them, we might see a couple of decent averages in that game.
Yeah, we was watching that, like I say, and we were saying how well he was playing. We looked at the average; it was 90. Are they sure?
Yeah.
Because there was some misleadings. He had a couple of missed doubles, didn't he? At points where he missed like a couple of handfuls, so it sort of pulled him down a little bit. So
Yeah, I feel Michael's not going to let him do that.
no, definitely not. By the way, cheers, Dave. Thank you for that. We'll put you down for a couple of tickets into the Ryan Searle draw this evening. That's going to be drawn at the end of the night, by the way, guys. So the Ryan Searle darts will be drawn at the end of tonight. Final game. This was the one you was looking forward to, actually, Jack. You wanted this in the first round. Dan Dawson teased you with this. He said
Yeah, he did.
it was a first round draw, but he got the number wrong. Gabriel Clements, Christoph Ratajski. Christoph Ratajski, I've just seen a stat from Live Darts that said Christoph Ratajski is actually the highest average of the first round with the 107.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I saw that.
does he
Saw
repeat
that tweet
that?
as well. I think Ratajski wins this. If this was a first round match and we had no context on both players, I would be like straight down the middle, no idea. But if I'm going on the first round, how they both played, and if that's going to continue, then yeah, Ratajski for sure. He was so good.
Well, slightly opposite with Clems. He didn't really impress too much. Gabriel Clems got new darts.
Yeah.
New darts can bounce either way. You get the honeymoon period where you feel great with them, or you could get the bit where that you feel a little bit uneasy, especially on the doubles. I think that was probably where Gabriel was. Now he's had that game. Does that help him? Does he relax a bit more now? He's in the tournament. Normally the format will extend, but it's extended by one leg, so he's not got loads of extra time, shall we say, to settle it. But now he's experienced it, so and he's got a win on that stage against defending champion Rob Cross. So surely that's
Yeah,
going to.
we'll be interested. Sure.
Guys, let me know in your chat box now. We'll go 9 for Gabriel Clements, 10 for Ratajski. I've got a feeling this is going to be one of those games that is just completely split. And, you know, if we count them, it's probably going to be slightly favoured to Ratajski, I think. But I think it's going to be a 50-50 shout here in the chat box.
Was 10 Clemens?
10's Ratajski, 9 is Clemens.
So yeah, majority 10s at the moment.
Because it's the other way round, isn't it? Because he would come through Rob Cross's seeding, so he'll be on the red side.
Yeah, majority is saying Ratajski then. Yeah.
I've got a little bit more split over here, so yeah, I've got a little bit more split. More 10s. I've also got Bob's over here, supporting the cause. On the likes, guys, get the thumbs up. Hit the like on the video. Yeah, tens galore now. We'll do what we did last night as well, but I feel like this might be potentially harder than it was last night. For you, out of the 10 players, we'll ask you first, Jack, then we'll ask the chat box. Who is star of the night? Who's gonna put on the biggest show?
I'm gonna take a gamble on this one because he could be the worst player of the night as well, and it wouldn't surprise me either way. I'm going Gary Anderson.
Yeah, good shout. We know Gary, obviously one of the best 5 players that's ever lived. That's why I'm happy that I beat him last week with a 170 finish.
It's 2. It's 2, everyone. Someone keep a count.
See, you can make a case for loads of these. You can make a case for Ratajski, Van Gerwen, Anderson, Smith, Aspinall. I think's, like you said, the same with the same with Anderson. Could be either way. If Whitlock gets past Van Gerwen, it's surely Whitlock we've got to say his performance of the night.
Yeah.
I think we can make a case for a good 6 or... Mensah Suljovic came to a ding-dong first round,
I know. You just got no idea. I feel like the only 2 people who I would say won't do it will be Whitlock or Vandenberg, but again, they could. So anyone tonight could take it.
I think Whitlock wins the game. He takes that performance of the night, even if he wins with a mid-90s average, for example.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I think the average doesn't affect that. I think if he takes out Van Gerwen, I think he gets performance of the night. Let's have a look then, guys, in the chat box. Who do you think? I've got a couple of people going Michael Smith. I think we're going to get a lot of different answers for this. Performance of the night. We've not even got... We're at the end of the first round, and we've not even got 6 starts into a 9 yet either, have we?
No, I
That's
feel tonight could be the time. Aspinall, big 180 hitter. So is Michael Smith. So is Gary Anderson. So is Van Gerwen. Feel like someone's going to have to tease it tonight. We're going to have what? How many legs of darts tonight? 80 odd legs of darts, maybe 60 to 80 legs of darts. Someone's got to have a go.
Oh, it'd be much more than that. Because even just your winning legs, that's 10. That's 54 just on your winning legs if there was all
Yeah,
1-0. So I think we're possibly looking 75 to 85 legs tonight.
yeah.
And you just look down it and you think, this is a night that if this was in Blackpool and you was going as a fan, this is the night you'd want a ticket for. Because you're going to see everybody tonight, really, aren't you? We've got possibly 2 of the best 5 players that's ever lived. We've got arguably people you'd say are going to be future world champions in people like Michael Smith, Nathan Aspinall. Christoph Ratajski, do you put him in that future world championship bracket yet?
No, not for me.
Needs to show you a bit more still.
Yeah, a little bit.
I've got someone in my chat saying Gary Anderson wins tonight on the Big Fish. He might not win on the Big Fish tonight, but he certainly lost on the Big Fish a week ago in Milton Keynes in the Summer Series when the Edgar wound the 170 finish into him. That was just a week ago, guys. Just a week ago. I did it. Right, what's that? 3? I'm not going to break 5 tonight. That's my idea. I'm not going to go over 5.
I got one person in my chat saying that that's already 5.
Oh, right, okay. I'm not going over 7. I want to give myself
All right.
one. I want to give myself another one. Just reviewing last night's action on the telly at the moment. How good was that Joe Cullen Ian White game? I got so into that, and it was so tense. It drew me in, and like with any sort of theatre or any sort of show, it's not. It doesn't have to be the pinnacle of performance. If it draws you in, it's great, and that drew me in last night.
Yeah, I'm just rewinding. What did he have? It just showed what's his name? Gurney's necklace he's had on.
Right.
So he's got a picture of his own face on it. No, I reckon it must be a family member. He's got a picture of someone on his necklace. I was just curious to see if it was that, like, actually him.
That'd be good, wouldn't it, if he had a picture of himself?
Yeah. Yeah. What about Noppet? He did well last night.
Very good.
Played
And
well.
in his interview, he said that if he plays his game, he can beat anyone, and that's like everyone on the tour now, I believe. Anyone plays their best, they can beat anybody, and that was interesting.
Yeah.
Matthew McDonough, thank you. He says the Polish Eagle to win the whole thing. So he thinks Ratajski's ready now for a title. Someone's just let me know in his chat that he lost his best friend, and the necklace is a picture of his friend.
Yeah.
For Daryl Gurney. Adrian Lewis there. Look, he looks good, don't he? Lost a lot of weight. Very fiery. Do we know who Lewis has got next?
He's got Danny Noppet next.
Oh, you'd kind of fancy Lewis for that,
Yeah. Yeah.
So Lewis must be in the
Good.
bottom quarter.
Yeah, it's a good draw for both of those.
Yeah. Joe Cullen coming through the bottom there. Nathan Aspinall, Dimitri. So
Oh yeah, here we go.
in Noppert, Aspinall, Dimitri, and Joe Cullen in that quarter. I tell you what, you wouldn't mind. You'd quite fancy Adrian Lewis in that little quarter there.
Yeah, so what's that to make the semis?
That'd be the that'd be the semis if you come through the quarter, wouldn't it? Yeah. And
Yeah, decent.
what would that do for his? Have they updated that website that you use? Because it'd be
Yeah.
interesting to see what a semi-final would do for Adrian Lewis. Would that help sort of a resurgence for him? Because
Let's have a look. Adrian Lewis. So Glenn's already overtaken him because he must have been defending 2 years ago.
yeah,
But a semi-final, if he made the semi-final, he would potentially go to number 12, depending on other results. If everyone above him lost next round, he'd be, yeah, number 12 for semi-final.
and he's in the bottom half, away from Michael Van Gerwen. And you look at this, and he's not even in the front 10, according to the probability providers. Not in the front 10. I'm not convinced by that. I think he looked good.
Yeah, not sure what's happened. They've bumped or lowered um Durrant's odds, even though he's not played since yesterday.
I wonder, did someone come out of his section? Who was the seeds that
Yeah,
dropped
I
yesterday?
reckon.
Maybe one of the
Have a look.
seeds on his route dropped.
Who has he got? He's got Peter Wright next round. So did he play yesterday? He didn't, did he? He played the day before.
Peter Wright played on the first night, yeah, because he did the glasses, didn't he? He took the glasses off.
Yeah.
Played very well without glasses. I don't expect Peter Wright to play any of that game with his glasses, to be perfectly honest. Oh, Chisnell apparently is the person that lost that come out of the way of
Yeah. I don't
Durham.
know. That's don't make too much sense. But
So night one of the action, guys. Night four, sorry. Game one of night four of the action. I will let you know when the first dart hits the board in the match so you can sync yourselves in, because we will be slightly out of sync with the TV. So I'll let you know when we are up and rolling. Does Dimitri dance? Oh, shoe watch. Shoe watch.
trainers.
Trainers for both.
Yeah.
I'm going
Aspinall,
trainers.
yeah.
Smith, I'm going trainers against shoes. Shoes there. Trainers. I think we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're going at least 5 pairs of trainers tonight. Oh, he's
Yeah.
dancing
Oh, he's dancing.
in his trainers.
He just does the same thing every time. Literally every time. I hate his dancing.
Do you think I outdanced him at the UK Open this year?
Yeah, it's more of a dad dance, wasn't it?
Which is, I think it was a win there for me. I'll take that. So I'm saying
Yeah,
5 pairs of trainers. There's 2. Keeping a tally. Got trainer tally on. It's a bit like the old Degeneration Exis, isn't it? Where they flash the thing over the top so you can't see it so
yeah.
much. Do they play? They must play the music when they're coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. I think they were talking about yesterday in commentary that there was some sort of crowd noise being fed into the venue as well.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
So they can hear it as well.
yeah, it definitely is.
Well, let's see how much he's improved since spending lockdown with Peter Wright then.
He's won the bull because he threw the first 3 darts on the stage, which naturally means that he's won the bullseye. First 3 darts on the stage, so it just cycles round and cycles round. All good, KB. Yep, we've been here all week, and we'll be here till the very last dart. So Aspinall looking around a bit. I don't know what he's looking at there. Something's got him giggling.
He's just having a laugh with Kirk.
Okay, I'll let you know when the first dart hits the board to help you get into sync. So they've just done the thumbs up. Dimitri coming to the board, squaring his flights, having a look at his trainers, checking sure the shoes are tied. Dart 1 is in the board. And Dimitri looks like he needs a shave, don't you think?
Yeah, so do I, to be fair.
I feel like Dimitri probably is thinking, right, I don't want to be known as a young player anymore, so I'll grow a beard. And hopefully that'll stop the perception, maybe.
First one, maybe? Yeah! First 180 goes to Vandenberg.
Do you just feel sometimes with Dimitri, like when he's playing well, like that 180, it just looks so easy and relaxed?
Yeah, sure.
There's not a lot of movement there, is there, in that arm? It's just... It does make the game look a bit easy at times. Cheers, Adam. We'll put you down for a couple of tickets. Thanks for your donation. You'll get your Yoshi. All week I'm on live stream. I'm going to get this pointing thing right soon. Adam. So yeah, Jack said earlier, I wonder how Dimitri's doing and after spending lockdown with Peter Wright. If you didn't know, Dimitri wasn't able to fly back. So he ended up spending lockdown in Peter Wright's house. So he had about 2 months over at Peter Wright's. So you can imagine there'll be a lot of darts thrown. It was probably good for both of them being... Just missed 96. They're probably good for both of them being in that area because it gave them someone to practice with, where most of us didn't have that face-to-face. So we'll see if he's got any benefit from that. Surely practicing with the world champion is going to be a big benefit, and that's a big miss. I think Aspinall was playing loopy there with that last dart. He's looking at his darts. That tells me he feels what I thought he's feeling a little bit. In terms of that, the throw's not quite right at the moment. We're going to keep an eye on it as it goes. We predicted before this event started that Aspinall's got a bit of a flaw in his throw at the moment. No problem there. Mops up 14-2. Dimitri missing 4 darts there.
Buddy, you good? Yeah, my day's been alright. It's been pretty chilled. Didn't really do a lot, to be fair.
Evening to those joining us tonight, guys. As you come, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, hit the like on the stream. Let's get some likes going. See if we can win for the 4th night in a row on the old like battle.
How many likes are you on now? Mine's started pretty well.
I'm on 37.
I'm on 72.
Oh, you're miles ahead.
Smashing it early.
Guys, get those likes on the video. We're getting walloped here. We've won the last 3 nights. We can't lose. Can't lose on night 4. Make sure my link's gone out. Painkiller's in the chat trying to help me out here. She's getting the likes going. We are losing heavily here. Dimitri Vandenberg inflicting the same on Aspinall. Aspinall losing heavy in this leg. Aspinall scoring nowhere near like Dimitri at the minute.
So when you look at Aspinall's throw with the whole jump almost, do you look at that and think he could be so much better, or is that just kind of how he throws now, and if he changed it, he probably wouldn't improve?
I think he'd need a lot of minor tweaks all the way through. It's not something now that you could go to Nathan and restructure that and say, there you go. For Nathan, It's got to be in layers. So if we say Nathan needs to look like this, but he looks like this, there might be 10 things that we need to do to get him to look like that. Now, obviously, it's working for him fine now, and this is what people kind of get mistaken, like when they look at someone like John Henderson, and they go, well, it works for John Henderson. Yeah, it works for him, but how much better could he be? You know,
Yeah.
he's great now. He could be one of the greatest with these things different, and I do feel that Nathan at the moment is just not. I'm expecting to see some darts landing at funny angles. We saw an early sign of it on that tops, and I'm expecting to see a little bit more of that as this goes.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of, if I was to relate it to, I'm a big gamer. If I was to relate it to being a gamer, it'd be like playing on a controller, getting really good on a controller, and then someone saying, right, you need to play keyboard and mouse now. And the whole idea is that you will be loads better eventually, but you've got to go through the whole period of being rubbish again, or not as good as you were. So,
Exactly. Yeah, there's a process, so to speak, and I mean, it's working for him fine now, and he probably won't want to change it now, but this is the time to do it while you're confident and everything's working right. Because what he'll probably end up doing is when it starts going wrong, he'll seek help and he'll try making changes to try and fix it to get to where he thinks he is now. And
yeah.
then ultimately, what that'll do is just bypass and he'll struggle even further.
Big
Psycho
leg this for
Pig.
Aspinall. He could do with the.
Psycho Pig,
May well
thanks for
get a go at
subscribing.
this 1-2-1, I think.
Dimitri's been very solid on these vertical lines here, and yep, here we go. He's going to get a shot at it. Didn't even go for the treble. Wants a shot at the ball. It's in line, just not enough oomph on it.
Nearly sneezed my headset off. Should get a go at it. Doesn't get a go at it. I said that the other day, didn't I?
Look at the
From who
angle
was
of the
playing.
dart. It's nearly stood up. Look at the angle on that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
expecting to see. Nathan has a technical defect at the moment, and I feel like he knows it. He goes to the back of the stage, he looks at his hand, he's making false throws. I think he knows there's something not right. I just don't think he knows what at the moment. And I think the longer this goes like this, he might get through a few games and things, but I do feel like it's going to affect him long term rather than short term. It's the warning signs of something coming in the next
Yeah.
6 to 12 months. Oh, I wanted a 180 there because then it gave us 2 chances to get at least 6 into it.
Yeah. Reckon we'll ever see the day where someone only throws 180 in a leg?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love to see that. That would forever be the greatest leg of darts ever thrown.
Yes. Definitely.
Can't do any better, can you?
I'd love to see it. It's got to happen one day, surely. I mean, we've been close, haven't we? We've had like the 4 180s before, but we've never
Yeah.
had the 141.
Yeah, I think we've been 16 and 17 in the same leg. I think that's about as good as it's been.
I dare say that would probably be up there in Sky terms and how much they publicise that, about the same sort of level as Phil Taylor winding the 9 dart into Chris Mason that time. I think we'll probably see it just as much.
Yeah.
Remembered my own drink tonight as well. Learning as we go.
47, he's gone treble here. Big 7 probably. No, 15 for 32.
This will be a holder throw, so everything will be on throw early on. Even though we've had the break, the re-break cancels that out, so it's all on throw. 32 for Aspinall. Takes it. 2 apiece. Gives himself a G up. Dimitri trying to stay calm. We see this a lot from Dimitri. He does the head thing, he breathes with and he physically shows the breathing.
Yeah.
Doesn't let himself get carried away too much, does he? Really controls it well.
Well, we've got Georgie Noble on the calls today. This definitely... No, it's not George, is it? It's Kirk.
Kirk Bevins, yeah.
I thought, yeah, the commentators just said something about George Noble.
I
On
think
part talking now about how we've not even been close to a 9 yet.
notice what Dimitri's doing here. I think he's had a lot of sports psychology work, not just for the breathing and the thinking. He's now using something that is known as positive anchors. I'm giving you free information here, guys. Positive anchors. Now, a positive anchor is something that attaches a good feeling. So this is why if you smell donuts, you think of the seaside, or if you listen to a certain music that you haven't heard for ages, it reminds when you first met your missus and you was dancing in a club, or you went to whatever those things are, triggers. Positive anchors work in the same way. A lot of the times you'll see people use like fingers or things to build up positive anchors. Dimitri is doing this in that left hand. He's building positive anchors. Keep an eye out for that. Trying to give himself that good feeling. Not getting carried away, no big celebration. Positive anchor. Double 12 for 3-2 and a holder throw to go 3-2 up into the break. Misses, but he'll be
Missed
back.
it. Comes back for another 3 though.
Aspinall back in 200s. Dimitri Beth definitely scoring the better of the two at the moment.
Yeah, he's 5 points in front on the average as well.
Yeah, a couple of people starting to see the psychological traits here that Dimitri's putting in. Definitely been working with a sports psychologist, 100%. You can see it in the telltale signs. Hits the double. He knows there's a break now. Resetting himself. He let a little bit out, resetting himself. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to enjoy this game for trying to analyse Dimitri, because he's clearly doing more than just throwing his darts up there. He's trying to control himself and the situation, that's for sure. Just going to switch my light on a little bit, actually. So it's already getting a little bit dark. I've just been asked for an average check. Have you got the averages over there, Jack, while I turn the light on?
Yeah, averages Nathan Aspinall 94.71 and Dimitri 99.08.
Then we're back. Cool. I don't know if it's just me or tonight, but it seems to be getting darker a bit. Normally I don't put the light on till at least nearly the end of the second game.
Yeah, I felt like I noticed that yesterday, particularly.
Have we gone past that point now where the light starts dimming down a bit more in the evening?
Yeah, yeah, it was a month ago. I think it's the 21st of June is that day. That is it now. It's going to start getting dark again.
I suppose that affects your day's work as well, don't it? Does it, tree surgeon?
If Bob's is watching, she'll be sat downstairs laughing at this. But no, we finish relatively in good times. So no, it's never really very dark by the time we finish.
Is Bob's a bit like Jodie with that? Because Jodie thinks I don't do a day's work. You know, she's always giving.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. Come home at 3 o'clock and it's like, what time do you call this? Like, well, turned up, cut the tree down, and went home.
Job and finish.
Stay there, and look at it for an hour or so.
I had quite a busy day yesterday. You know, I did a coaching session. I was practicing, was on here doing the stream, I made a video. I had quite a busy day, and Jodie comes home and she's like, "You haven't done anything all day." What do you mean I haven't done anything? I've been busy for about 11 hours today. Oh, she's in my stream now, so she's going to start trying to defend herself a bit here.
Who Jodie is?
Yeah, she's in my stream.
Yeah,
so
I've not seen any Bob's comments, so I guess she's
not watching.
Not.
I'm sure she's going to answer that. Yeah, we're watching out here for we're watching the game, but we're also watching Dimitri and Dimitri's mannerisms. I think he's showing a lot of sports psychology in this game. He's using positive anchors, that's for sure, and he's trying to build those up all the time. Watch his left hand on good shots. He's trying to build up some positive mental anchors. Trying to control himself. Good shots, steadies himself down. Here we go. She's just gone, ha ha, busy. No way, you're busy. Lol. Told you that was coming.
Yeah.
They just don't
Yeah,
think.
used to it.
They don't get it. They don't. I mean, making a video is quite a long job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Massively. I've I've had videos where start to finish is a good 5 hours.
Adam, thank you for your donation. We'll put you down some tickets there, and you've got your Yoshi on the screen.
Right, guys. What we're saying now. A lot of Aspinalls at the beginning of the match. Are we still Aspinall? Still backing Aspinall, or do we think that Dimitri's playing well enough to take this now?
Interesting there as well. I need to look at this back, but I don't think Dimitri used to stand with such a narrow base. He
Yeah,
seems to
I
be.
noticed that. His back foot's really close to his front foot.
Yes, he's much more narrow, but also he looks much more balanced. If you look at
Yeah.
where, if you use the belly button for example, as in like the center of mass, that is pretty much where it needs to be for perfect balance. I think Dimitri's been working on his game during lockdown. Looks more balanced.
Yeah, it's the time to do
Certainly
it.
showing signs of sports psychology.
Yeah, it was an interesting one, I think, for a lot of the fans, because for me especially, I had no idea whether players would come back for the summer series and either be amazing because of the time that they had, or just completely lose it.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we were going to see 110 averages most games or high 80s. But I feel like it didn't really change.
The score, guys, is 3-2 to Dimitri. Aspinall throwing first to in this leg to make it 3-3. Left himself 100. Vandenberg on 161. Dimitri's going to leave something handy here. Let's see if we get to see his hand. No, we missed the initial hand. It's the left hand that I'm interested in on Dimitri. On every positive shot. Building those positive anchors. Positive anchors work. It's not just a myth. Like I say, these are the Devon Brown. If Devon Brown's fantastic at building these, he uses anchors. Like there's one where he taps someone on the head and he gets a response. 4-2 break of throw. Dimitri Vandenberg now throwing for 5-2. There's it is on the hand again. The left hand clench. That is what I feel is his positive anchor. That left hand, the tension in the left hand. A lot of people will do this. Middle finger to thumb. For a lot of people, that's the anchor. Here's his tension. There it is again. Just a squeeze. Tension in the left hand. That is his positive anchor that he's building. I'm going to obviously ask him about this because I feel he's been working with someone. Who? I don't know. Maybe someone not in there as well. There it is again. See? Tension in the left hand. That squeeze. That's his anchor. I'm interested by this. Dimitri is and he's throwing over 100 average.
Yeah, nearly 103. Right, I'm gonna concentrate this time on it. If we see it.
It's a squeeze. There. He lifted it into camera. He's all over Nathan. All over him.
Yeah, he's struggling here.
But we did say at before the match play even started that I fancied Nathan to struggle here. But I didn't think Dimitri would be playing this well. Dimitri really taking the game to him. Misses 2 darts, but he's got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Nathan switching on the first dart. That's a sign of not a confident player. In 1. Dimitri holds throw. Dimitri 5-2 up on Nathan Aspinall. Nathan needs to start responding. but I don't feel like he feels like he can respond at the moment. There it is again.
Yeah,
Squeeze.
he's just in the treble all the time. He's playing really well at the moment, averaging 104.5 at the moment.
I feel like Nathan knows he needs to respond, but I don't feel like he feels that he can at the moment. I think he knows something's amiss.
Yeah, I guess the more it annoys him, the more he thinks about it, the more he tries, the worse he's probably going to play. He's a treble 20 now. Yeah, currently 13 points difference in the averages.
That is obviously going to appear in the scoreline, which it is a massive 171. He could be breaking the throw again here. You know, this the averages will be reflected in the score when they are that varied. .94 for Dimitri. He's gone the bull route, and that's a lovely lie on the bull. Or the flight in. Is the flight in the way? Good effort there. 120 for Aspinall. Needs to go. Or Dimitri could be breaking to go 6-2. Big treble. He's good. If he's got issues still with the throw, this could stand up quite violently. Good dart.
He's doing well here. He's doing well here.
Aspinall looks confused. 6-2. Dimitri holds his throw at 7-2. If he holds his throw, he hasn't held it yet. I said if he holds his throw. Which, with darts like this, could be likely. Trying to G up a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see if that makes a difference. It's not going to make a difference to Dimitri. He always seems very unfazed by anything, really. Recently, in the last year or two.
Been asked if there's any takeaway coming tonight. Are you
Yeah,
planning any?
one. Yeah, I've got one. I've got a pizza coming at some point. Bob's is dealing with that. She's just going to bring it up for me and then get me to pay her. You got anything coming?
I've got nothing planned at the moment, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to have anything planned. Bullseye for 7-2.
Ooh. This is for a 12 darter of his own. He's going to get at least a dart at bullseye, hopefully. As long as I haven't jinxed him again. Oh, needs it. Oh, he's wide as well.
25 for Dimitri to go 7-2 up. And I think 7-2, with the way Dimitri's playing, that's not a mountain I think many people are going to be able to climb.
Yeah.
Bit awkward. He's had to move. He's gone right.
Ooh,
Too
he's
far
missed.
right.
Yeah, all of a sudden break and hold, and it's 6-4, and it's not too big of a gap, really.
Still doesn't look like he feels too. What was that, 14 darts he did there? And there was no real positive reaction. Yeah, no positive reaction there for the 14 dart breaker throw. But we saw that from Price as well. You know, someone you expect a positive reaction from if he hits a double one. You know, and we had that from Price yesterday. Nathan visibly faster. Throwing faster. Throwing better with speed. Much better. Much faster. Still darts are kicking though. Kicking the darts. Saying that, Dimitri also seems to be throwing faster as well, but not to as much benefit of the Aspinall speed. Speed of the game has changed.
Probably the weakest start Van den Berg's had in a leg so far.
And the speed of this match has clearly picked up. Dimitri approaching the oche, Dimitri throwing the darts, Aspinall throwing the darts. Everything about the game's quicker than it was 2 legs ago. This would hurt. If Dimitri steals this... 3 darts ago, I was ready for 6-4 and commercial break. A 103 finish here would be brutal.
Yeah, this would be big.
Especially because Aspinall's ain't got time to stew.
Probably going to go 19-16. Doesn't matter, he's hit that. 14 for double 16.
Oh, what a shot that is. 7-3, breaker throw, and now they've got a break. Look at Aspinall, he's not happy. Slaps the side. This is what I mean about how big that leg was. Because Aspinall's now got to go and wait 3-4 minutes before he can put this right. This is a long 3 and 4 minutes mentally for Nathan Aspinall right now.
Yeah.
He doesn't want the break. We are now going straight through to finish. So there'll be no more breaks.
7-3.
Have we got the averages there as well?
Yeah, Aspinall 93.61, Dimitri Van den Berg 102.97. So
big difference.
Aspinall's come up a little bit, and Van den Berg's come down a little bit, but the result still hasn't really changed.
There's not enough change in those stats yet, is there, to suggest?
Yeah, but that leg before, when Dimitri missed a couple of darts to win it, this game could be 8-2.
So if you're Nathan Aspinall right now, and you're having that break, just think of the thoughts first of all going through your head, but how would you try and address that coming back now? Which isn't... It's a tough one, but I'm going to pull you off the fence.
If I'm Nathan Aspinall and I come off and I'm 7-3 down to Dimitri Van den Berg, averaging 93.61, I'm over the moon. That's never, ever going to happen. I've got no idea. If I was playing in some... I literally don't know. I've never even played in a game which requires breaks. I literally cannot even comment.
I think Nathan needs to come out and get the pace going. Those last couple of legs, he was throwing a lot more faster and a lot more force in the throw. I think he's throwing softer and slower in those early legs, and that's obviously causing the darts to kick a little bit more. I think he's got to come out. He's got to be aggressive. He's got to almost think, right, forget about the game and just think about his throw, and he's just got to try and get the pace of the game going again. Dimitri did actually go along with him when he did that, and it did actually bring Dimitri's game down slightly.
Yeah. He's going to need someone backstage. I don't know if have they got anyone back there who they can talk to today or this week?
This is one thing I think is a bit of a problem with darts, because although there are people sometimes like managers and things like that they can talk to, these managers aren't managers who have come from a sporting background or a qualified background. They're just people that had money at the right place at the right time when people needed those, and then they fell into being managers. None of these people are actually... I mean, for me, if I was one of the managers and like I wasn't already, I'd be going, right, to help my players, I need to go get qualified in sports psychology. I need to help these guys in more ways other than financially. And it's
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because obviously you've got any sort of combat sport. Every single round they go back, their coach or whoever tells them what they're doing wrong, what they need to work on. You never get that. Never get that. Football, half time, your manager gives you a good kick in the changing rooms, tells you what's wrong, what needs to change. Yeah, you don't get it in darts, do you?
it
Don't really
needs
get
to
it in like
change.
snooker or anything.
I can sit and I can tell you what's going wrong with most people because I've got my qualifications in sports science, sports psychology. I can sit and I can analyse it and do it. I can't apply that to myself in that moment because in that moment I'm a player. I'm thinking about this. I have my own people I go to and I speak to, and just because you can say it doesn't mean you can always apply it. And I think in this situation, Nathan especially needs somebody right now just to point him in the right direction a little bit.
Yeah, I guess there's definitely space in the game for it. And to be fair, when it comes to, I mean, what's this match worth? This match is worth £5,000.
Yeah.
You can stick 500 quid or not even that, 200 quid of your 15 grand that you get from winning this match towards someone who can really help you win it because there's no one back there who can help him win it
He's
except
agitated.
someone like that. Yeah.
Look at him. While Dimitri is throwing his three darts, he's in the technical area, moving around, stamping around. He's agitated. He's not happy. You can't send. He's coming back out here agitated.
Yeah, the only player I can think of who's got anyone like that is probably Josh Payne with Linda.
Yes.
Someone
Yeah.
who's knows the sports psychology side of things and has a darts background.
Connor Hurry, thank you for your donation. We'll put you down for a couple of tickets to say thank you for those Rhinesell darts. You look at a good player like Nathan Aspinall, and you say, what a player. How good could he be? What extra percentage could be put on his game by somebody helping? And like I say, Josh Payne knows that. Josh Payne's won 2 Pro Tour titles. Andrew Klinsman has took this in the direction of performance analysis as well, and players reviewing performances and things. Yeah, I think I'm not one of these that are so hooked up on the analytics of, oh, you did this with this start, this with this start, this with this start, because I think that pattern is never consistent. I think, but certainly in terms of breaking it down, sitting down with Nathan after this game and watching it back and going, look at this, trying to unlock those memories, because you will, when you watch it back, you'll remember things that you didn't remember when it happened. Like there's last week at the summer series, I played on the streaming board. I've come off. I played my other games. I spoke about the game, and I didn't remember much of it. I remembered key points. Then I watch it back, and I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, I forgot about this. Oh, I forgot about that bit. Oh, that was a good finish. I didn't remember I did that. And it'll be good to sit and review that with players.
That was a good break of throw there from Nathan. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Maybe he come out with a bit more aggression, a bit more
Definitely.
speed and stuff come out there. So see if it lasts.
That would have been my advice to him. You got to come out, be aggressive, more speed.
I think that's like he's throwing harder.
I've just been asked what happens in the breaks. Now, in the breaks, players can go off stage. There is a video on my library of what happens to dart players during the breaks. Where do they go? I'll link it in the next advert break if you stick around. And that's from the World Championships. So it'll show you what happens at the World Championships. I'll try and find it, actually, while we're chatting away. Can't remember where that series was. Aha. Okay, so in my chat box, that link, that video, that is what happens to dart players during the advert breaks of dart matches. Where they go, what they do, what's available, what's not. Nathan just misses a 157. I feel that would have been good.
This would be huge. First is in. Second's in. This is going to hurt if this goes.
This is for a 156 finish. Composes himself. 18.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Big finish. Big, big moment. What you dropped?
Keys.
Wow.
Nathan looks a bit despondent there. That was a break of throw as well. A break of throw.
I was hoping I could catch it so I could catch his techniques, what you were explaining about, so I could see them. Because I was listening to it on the way home.
Oh.
Oh God.
But in terms of smoke, I think they can. Honestly, I can't answer that question though, because I've never smoked in my life, so I'm not sure if they're able to or not. I think they can. Oh, there's a pen. I've been using a pencil for the raffle tickets. I didn't realise it had a pen.
Yeah, I reckon they have the ability to, but I can't imagine any of them would. I feel like you don't really have enough time to really even kind of enjoy the smoke.
There was once, right? This is a county game, and I did nearly this at the World Championships as well. Actually, there's a county game, and about 2 games beforehand, I thought, do I need to go for a number 2? And Jodie's already lost it now. I thought, do I need to go for no? I'll just wait till after. And then one game out, I was like, do I need a number 2? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I don't need number 2. And then it came round to about a leg into it. I'm like, no, I've got to go. And then I went, and then the game went like 4-0. It was really quick. The guy had like a 30-something average. So I'm like, oh no. So literally they called the first guy out, and I literally just got into the room after about 10 seconds of my song. I'm like, sorry. It's like, just got there in time.
Oh, his finishing's been pretty decent, really.
KB1376, thank you. We'll put you down for a couple.
Right, Aspinall needs 5 legs in a row now.
I think he knows he's lost, doesn't he, Asp?
It's looking that way.
Yeah, I think he's not really bothered, is he? Oh no, saying that. Oh, he has got a beard, hasn't he? Oh. Say that and then he starts scoring.
He's still got a long way to come here. You'd think Dimitri's just gonna look to serve it out on throw. David Riley, thank you for your donation. Saying he's enjoying the watch along. Here all week, so we're halfway through the week at the end of today.
What's backwards on my screen?
This is where you feel that Vandenberg's going to want to wrap this up nicely. Average check. Let's have a quick look. Averages. 99
Oh,
Dimitri.
yeah. I think it was the same. It was the same all week, to be honest.
99 Dimitri, 95 Aspinall.